Natalie, and for today's video I'm doing the A to Z book tag. I originally got this idea from the booktube channel Bookable, so I will leave her video linked down below. So basically how this tag works is you have the letters A through Z, and each letter has a question related to books. So that being said, let's just get started. So A is for author you've read the most of. So the author that I have read the most of would have to definitely be Roald Dahl. I have read every single book basically that he has written, and this is the box set that I own, so definitely Roald Dahl is probably the author I have read the most of. The second would probably have to be R.L. Stine, and then probably Colleen Hoover, or Colleen Hoover then R.L. Stine. B. Best sequel ever. So the best sequel in my mind is probably going to be The Scorched Trials from the Maze Runner series by James Dashner. I really love the action in this. This book I could not put down. I think I read this in one day. I'm not a huge fan of the Maze Runner series. I definitely like the movies better. But if I had to choose the best sequel, I would definitely choose The Scorched Trials from the Maze Runner series. C. Currently reading. Right now, as I am filming, I have two current reads because I always read two books at the same time. The first book that I'm reading is The Selection by Kiera Cass, which is on my iPad, and the second book that I'm currently reading is We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. Probably by the time this video goes up, I will be done We Are Okay, and I will probably be done The Selection, but right now as I'm filming, The Selection by Kiera Cass and We Are Okay by Nina LaCour are my current reads. D. Drink of choice while reading. So basically when I am reading, my drink of choice, or my drink that I go to all the time, is definitely a bottle of water. E. E-reader or physical book. This is very hard for me because I use both. Definitely my answer is going to be both, because at night when I go to bed, I usually stay up later than my boyfriend because he has to get up early for work, so I tend to read on my iPad because it's just more convenient than rather having my book light on and keeping a huge amount of light reflecting off of the room. So that kind of keeps him up. So my go-to reading when I go to bed and the lights are all off is definitely my iPad, which is iBooks. But during the day, it is definitely a physical book. I prefer a physical book over an ebook, but both of them are just so convenient for me right now. So yeah, def. Fictional character you probably would have dated in high school. A fictional character that I probably would have dated in high school is probably going to be Edward Cullen from the Twilight series by Stephenie Meyer. There's just something about Edward, how protective he is over Bella, that definitely I think I probably would have dated him in high school. Even though I never had any boyfriends in high school anyways, but definitely Edward was my major crush. G. Glad you gave this book a chance. So this is more of a trilogy. Now, the reason why I gave this trilogy a chance was because my mom drugged me to the movie. The movie ended in a cliffhanger. I had to read the books. This is totally... I was kind of immature at the time, so it wasn't really something that I wanted to read, but ever since then it has opened up a whole new genre of reading to me, so I'm definitely glad that I picked it up. So that would definitely be the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy. So the first one is 50 Shades of Grey, then 50 Shades Darker, and then 50 Shades Freed, and this is by E.L. James. So I'm really glad I gave this a chance, because right now I would not be reading romance, contemporary, nothing. It would be all fantasy basically, or high-packed action or horror books. So definitely this opened up a whole new genre of reading for me. H. Hidden book gem, or hidden gem book. So for this is just kind of a book that is just kind of a hidden gem that nobody really knows about. So I just had to choose Red Midnight by Ben Michelson. This is definitely an amazing read. It is about the guerrilla soldiers and a boy escaping with his sister, and then the brother and sister get separated, and it's just kind of his escape to get to the Mexico border. But this book is really short, and it is definitely a fast-paced, page flipper type of a book. Important reading moment of your life. So this would definitely have to be when I first picked up Twilight. I remember the moment that I picked this up. I remember the smells. I remember how I was sitting, how the lighting was. I just remember everything about that moment when I was sitting there reading Twilight for the first time, because I was so skeptical about the whole vampire thing. I always made myself fall asleep watching the movie. So technically, I still read the book before I watched the movies, but definitely picking up Twilight for the first time because I was in a place where I didn't want to read. I kind of got out of reading for probably a good 4 years, and then Twilight I picked up, and it definitely brought me into reading a whole lot more than what I did 5 years ago. So definitely picking up Twilight was the most important reading moment of my life. Okay, just finished reading. As of right now, while I'm filming, I just finished Illuminae by Amie Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is the first book in the Illuminae Files series. This follows a girl named Katie and a boy named Ezra, and then also the computer type of person named Aiden, and it is about spaceships. So they are hiding out on spaceships because their world kind of got destroyed, and then a virus breaks out, and it's just kind of really high-paced action. I was kind of a fan of this, but kind of not a fan of this. We're talking about when this video goes up, they will probably be We Are Okay by Nina LaCure, and also the selection by Kira Cass. Okay, kind of books you won't read. Now this is very hard because there really isn't a book, a type of book that I won't read. Definitely my least go-to is sci-fi. I am definitely not a fan of sci-fi. I will pick it up because the Illuminae Files is a sci-fi. I picked it up, and of course I wasn't that big of a fan because it is sci-fi. But like there isn't really a genre that I won't pick up. I'm very interested in reading all types of genre because it really opens up a whole new reading experience for me. L, longest book you have read, and this kind of is pathetic, but hey, the longest book that I have read is Dawn by Stephenie Meyer. This is more than 700 pages, I do believe. This is definitely the longest book that I have read that I know of. At least it's the longest book on my shelf that I have read. So this is just the book that I'm choosing. M, major book hangover. So a book that gave you a major book hangover. So this would definitely have to be the 50 Shades of Grey series. I just dumped them out by accident, but it would definitely be the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy. After I read all 3 of them, it definitely gave me a major book hangover, and it made me pick up more books just like it. And it really took a lot from me because then I wanted to watch the movie over and over again. So definitely this will have to be a reread very soon so I can get that book hangover all over again. And number of bookcases you own. So technically I could say that I own 1 because they are stacked on top of each other, but if I set them out how they're supposed to be, there would be 2. Oh, 1 book you have read multiple times. The book that I have read multiple times when I was a kid, even now, is Matilda by Roald Dahl, and like I said, this is my most read author, and Matilda was probably the reason why he was my most read author, because Matilda is absolutely amazing. B, preferred place to read. My preferred place to read is definitely my bed. When I'm reading, I just need to relax and read, so definitely my bed. Q, quote that inspires / gives you all the feels from a book. Now this is really hard for me. I have a full book filled with quotes, so how about if I just pick that book up and read a couple quotes for you? So some of the quotes that I guess I could read out to you, because I do have like a notebook with like 25 pages filled with quotes, so I'm just gonna read some of them for you. One of the quotes that I'm going to show you or read to you is, ugly love becomes you, consumes you, makes you hate it all, makes you realize that all the beautiful parts aren't even worth it, and that is from Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. And let me just get one more quote. And the second quote that I'm going to read to you is, the unknown is always frightening compared to the familiar, and that is by When I Fall by Jay Daniels. Those are just 2 of the quotes I have, but like I said, I do have like a full notebook filled with quotes, 25 pages or so filled with quotes. So if you guys would like a tour of my quote book, leave those comments down below and I will definitely be willing to do a video of a tour of my quote notebook. R, reading regret. This reading regret is definitely one of mine that I kind of want to do, but then I don't, but then I do, but then I don't, and that is reading the Harry Potter series. I am probably the only person who reads books that has not read the Harry Potter series. I have not picked one up. I've tried watching the movies, but I didn't I can't even say I've watched the movies. I don't know, it's just something about it I'm very skeptical about. I know most people are probably going to say, yes, read it, but definitely my reading regret is not reading it when I was younger, because I just kind of feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm too old. I know people say you can't be too old for Harry Potter, but I don't know. Something about it, I just didn't get into it when I was younger, and now I'm just still too skeptical. But definitely it is a reading regret of mine. Yes. Series that you need to finish that you started, and then in brackets it says all the books are out. This is definitely going to come as a surprise because I am terrible at finishing series. Really, really terrible. That series, probably no one's going to guess this, but that is the Hunger Games series by Suzanne Collins. I have read only the first book. I have not read Catching Fire, and I have not read Mockingjay. Yes, I know, I'm terrible. But this is why I didn't finish reading it. It's not because I didn't enjoy it, because I really did enjoy the first one. It was just any time when I didn't like reading. I picked up the first book because I wanted to go see the movie, and I'm one where if it is a book before, I will have to read the book. But I hated reading at that time in my life, so I read the first one, and I never picked up the second or the third. It is on my goals, though, for 2017 to pick up the first one again, read it, and then the second and the third, so I can definitely say that I have read these books totally. T, 3 of your all-time favorite books. Now, this question I had to think about really long and hard, but I think I figured it out. Maybe, hopefully, probably not, because there's lots of favorites of mine. The first book that I'm definitely going to show you is Marley and Me by John Grogan. This is my all-time favorite book. It will never be beaten. I've loved this book since the very first day I read this. I've only read it once, and I still remember everything about this. Even to this day, I can watch the movie and pick up things that are totally different. So definitely a huge fangirl for Marley and Me. Second book, which is already on this list once, but that is Matilda by Roald Dahl. And like I said, this has been a favorite since I was little. I've read this book probably a good 20 times, and I'm picking it up again very soon, so I can read it again this year. Third book was very, very difficult for me to choose, but I finally chose. I don't know, sometimes I think I'll regret this later on, but who knows. And that is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I really, really love this book. This is also a book that has stuck with me, especially Augustus and Hazel. Those names have always stuck in my mind, and I'm terrible with names. You, unapologetic fangirl for. So, I'm unapologetic fangirl for Marley and Me, but without the book side of this, unapologetic fangirl for One Tree Hill. And if you don't know what this follows a group of students as they grow up. So they do enter adulthood, they do end up having kids, but this series I have watched 30, 40, 50 times over, and I just can't get enough. There's 9 seasons, and I just wish they were making new ones, but sadly they're not. But definitely a fangirl about this. I have a notebook filled with everything you need to know about One Tree Hill, at least that I think that you need to know. But anyways, definitely an unapologetic fangirl for One Tree Hill. B, very excited for this release. I am very excited for the release of the One Memory of Flora Banks. It comes out in May 2nd. On May 2nd, I do believe. It is about a girl who basically only has one memory, so she can't remember anything else after that, I do believe, but it is so intriguing, and I've been waiting for it for so long. I cannot wait to get my hands on a copy. W, worst book habit. My worst book habit would have to be falling into a book slump, a reading slump. I'm terrible. I can go and read, and I think I just tire myself out with the same genre. I think it's my problem, and then I get into a reading slump, or life just becomes too busy, and I just don't think to pick up a book. But lately, now that my life is kind of slowed down a bit, I moved out, I have more time, I've definitely been able to pick up a book every day, read a few pages, and it has definitely helped my reading pace a lot. So definitely, my worst bookish habit is falling into reading slumps because I am terrible for reading slumps. X marks the spot. Count to 27 on your shelf and show the book. Now, I've already counted to 27. I did grab the book. I was going to go from the top, but I have books in front of each other and behind each other, so I just went across the bottom of my shelves. So I did count fairly. you can guess me on my word. The Sun is also a Star by Nicola Yoon. Your latest book purchase. I have a lot of latest book purchases. There will be an April book haul, hopefully very soon. Kind of holding off to see if I end up buying more books. Hopefully not, because I kind of went over my book budget for the month. 3 of my recent book purchases is The End of Our Story by Meg Hashton, 3 Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake, Gorilla by Ashley Poston. Either way, I'm sorry, I totally butchered probably all of those authors' names. But those are the 3 recent book purchases, my most recent anyway. So yeah, Z. So it's the Z, so like Z as in someone sleeping, and that is a book that kept you up late at night to finish. Most books keep me up late at night reading because that is when I do most of my reading, but if I had to choose one that really stuck out to me the most, that really did keep me up late reading, or even to finish, it would have to be The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. So that is all for the A to Z book tag. I really hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I will leave Bookables video linked down below. So let's just get into question of the day. So my question for you guys today is, since one of the questions on this list was, what was I currently reading? I would like to know what you guys are currently reading. So leave your answers down below in the comments, or let me know on Instagram or Twitter or even Goodreads. But hey, that is all. Thanks for watching.